The DuraMAX Grand Prix from Circuit of the Americas. Welcome into another episode of Auto Bets brought to you by Better and Green. Guys, third race of the season. Tyler Reddick going for the three-peat as he gets the outright win in Atlanta to back up his win at the Daytona 500. And we're back at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, a track that Tyler Reddick is very good on. That being said, do not think Reddick is going to get the three-peat here. We'll get into some outrights. We'll get into a matchup, a couple of the top tens for really our first really bettable race of the season. So really looking forward to getting into that. But before we do, guys, if you have not done so already, hit that like button for me. It really goes a long way. We really appreciate it. Let's try to get this video to 10 likes. Takes 2 seconds to hit that like button, not even. Really appreciate it if you do that. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know who your outright winner is. Are you taking Shane Van Gisbergen, or are you taking really anybody else? Reddick, Byron, Zilich. And also, guys, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. We really appreciate that. Head over to our website, bettergreen.com. We have a daily swipes feature over there where you get 3 plays per day. You swipe whether you agree or you disagree. The winner at the end of the month wins a giveaway prize of some sort, or giveaways will be alternating. So it could be anywhere from, our draft guide coming out, in July for the football season, free month of premium access to all of our articles and all of our premium plays, things of that nature. So head over there, guys. Go check that out. We also have sportsbook promos over there as well. So really great website. It's very interactive, kind of like a Discord. We really have fun over there. So go check that out if you haven't done so already. Bettergreen.com. Guys, let's get into it. Let's start with the outrights. I'm on Shane Van Gisbergen. It's very hard to pass up. Plus 120, best price available. But anything at plus money, you got to take your shot with SVG. He won 5 races, I believe, last year, all on road courses, and this was one that he didn't win. But I think that kind of breeds some competitiveness there. I think, he's bummed that he missed out on this one, and this is the one that he's going to want the most this year. And, it's just so hard to go against Van Gisbergen on these road courses. I think the only reason we're even getting plus money is because we do have Connor Zilich in the mix, who is kind of a variable. We didn't see him as much last year, this being his rookie season. And he's a pretty good road racer as well. But I don't think he's going to be any match for Shane Van Gisbergen. It's a bet and forget at this point on road courses. If you can get the plus money, minus 110 even, moving forward, you got to take your stab with Shane Van Gisbergen. If he blows a tire, if he has an engine failure, you live with it. But until further notice, SVG on road courses, I'm taking it every time. So SVG as your outright winner, plus 120. If you wanted to look at some long shots, but again, it's just very hard to go against SVG here. But I do like Byron. I do like Reddick. I know they're not, true long shots, but with having a guy at plus 120 in the field, that makes Byron, I think, 10 to 1, 12 to 1, Reddick 14, 16 to 1, somewhere in there. So honestly, I don't even love those prices. I would probably need 20 to 1 on anybody but SVG to get involved there. But I like Van Gisbergen plus 120 as your outright winner at COTA on Sunday. Let's get into a matchup that I'm eyeing. Right now, you can get over at ScoreBet, you can get Ross Chastain minus 125 over Ty Gibbs. Now, I know Ty Gibbs is historically a decent road course racer, and probably a little bit better on the road courses than what Chastain is, but man, I just don't trust Gibbs at all. I trust Chastain way more. He's, come into his own on the road courses. He's very aggressive, can get into those tight corners, and, gets a little risky here and there. He could wreck himself out, but I trust Chastain so much more than I trust Ty Gibbs here. And at minus 125, I don't know that I'm necessarily looking to play matchups this week because you are getting a lot of road course guys in your matchups. You can't really get a road course driver against a non-road course driver and really fade that way. So it is tough on the matchups side this week. But the one that does stick out to me, Ross Chastain minus 125, I just trust him way more than I trust Ty Gibbs right now. I don't think you're going to see me with money on Ty Gibbs until he shows me that he can do something, because he hasn't over the last 3 years or however long he's been in the Cup Series here. But let's get into some top finishing positions. This is really where I'm looking to attack the board this week. As far as the top 5 go, mentioned them already, William Byron, Tyler Reddick. Really like those two guys here at top 5. You can get like a plus 175 on Byron, plus 210 on Reddick. Prices are just too good to pass up. These are the two best drivers as far as finishing average goes on this track in the Gen 7 era. 3 races. Each one has won this race before. They finished in the top 5 all 3 times that they have raced here in that Gen 7 era. Reddick, like I said, has won 2 races so far, has a lot of momentum going in. Byron, as steady as they come. If you want to get a little bit chalky and play it a little bit safer, take top 10. I think you can get Byron like minus 190. You can probably get Reddick minus 175. That's a little up there. I think I'd go with the plus money, try to get them on the top 5. Hope to hit one, and make close to a unit regardless if you put a unit on each. So, yeah, I'm looking to get some exposure to William Byron and Tyler Reddick this week. I don't like the outright market because, again, I think SVG runs away with this one. I think he could win by, 5, 6, 7 seconds. But Byron, Reddick, both top 5, I think you have a very good shot of at least splitting that, if not winning both. And at a plus 175 and a plus 210, some really nice prices there for those guys to finish top 5. Top 10, a few guys I'm looking at. I like Alex Bowman and I like Chris Buescher. Again, these 2 guys as steady as they come here in the 3 races. Bowman with a 5.3 average finish. Excuse me. Buescher with a 7.7 average finish. They both finished in the top 10 each of those 3 races, and Bowman did finish in the top 5, 2 of those. So Bowman has been very good here. I believe him and Reddick are the only 2 in the last 5 races with all top 10s, I believe. Could be Byron. I know Bowman's one of 2 that I believe in the last 5 races here, going back to Gen 6, that, he has still finished in the top 10. So I like Bowman. I like Buescher, both for a top 10. You can get both those guys at plus money. Let me just quick check what their current price is. You can get Alex Bowman at plus 110. You can get Chris Buescher at plus 110 as well. So, yeah, I really like those guys. Again, looking to have some exposure to all of the above: SVG, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher. Those are the guys I'm looking to target this week. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, how you think this race is going to go. Is SVG going to run away with it? Is somebody else going to come out of nowhere and take this one? Is Tyler Reddick going to repeat, or three-peat, should I say? Let me know in the comments. But again, just a quick recap, I do like SVG on the outright market plus 120. I think it's a very, very fair price, and I do think he runs away with this one. I really like Tyler Reddick and William Byron, as well as Chris Buescher and Alex Bowman. I think you should get exposure to all of those drivers. I'm looking at Tyler Reddick, William Byron for a top 5. Looking at Buescher and Bowman for a top 10. But look to play those guys, matchups perhaps, the top finishing position, maybe top manufacturer, or play them in a group. Either way, I think you're going to do well playing on a number of those guys. So, guys, that will wrap it for this week's episode of Auto Bets. As always, I appreciate you watching. Drop me some feedback in the comments. We really appreciate it. Again, hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Check out our website, bettergreen.com. Enjoy the race on Sunday, guys. Until next week at Phoenix, we'll see you for another episode of Auto Bets, brought to you by Better and Green.